Recently, I've been developing a game with my friends, and I want to design a Dungeons & Dragons dice roller. A simple RNG command would work, but it wouldn't feel as authentic as the real thing with a real dice roll. To solve this problem, I want to create a 3D physics-based D20 dice roller using raycasts as the method to detect the face that it lands on. My first idea was adding a raycast to each face, which would be very tedious and time-consuming to do. I believed it was the only option, but I was always thinking there must be a better way. I remember some of my homework from vector calculus containing some methods to define a unique vector. The one that fit this problem perfectly was direction cosine. By adding only 3 raycasts to the dice, I'd be able to accurately determine the orientation using the angles created between the 3 local raycasts and the 1 vertical global raycast going downward. I made a quick 3D model of a icosahedron dice in Onshape and imported it into Unity to start developing a script. The dice are launched from a dice shooter, which instantiates a new dice prefab that immediately applies a random force vector to the dice. This random force vector and Unity physics creates the countless possibilities of what face it could land on. After the dice is launched, a dice checker script waits for the dice to reach a positional speed of 0, then projects 3 raycasts on its local x, y, and z axes. From these, it compares the angles created between the 3 local raycasts and a global downward vector to create 3 unique angles to identify the surface. By importing a table of the 20 potential faces and their respective angles, when the value corresponds with a small error margin to one of these values, the correct value is outputted. If the dice is to possibly land on a wall or not land properly, the outputted angles will not match any of the 20 possibilities, then will trigger a small randomized force to be applied to the dice to nudge it into a proper position. This process of nudging and checking is repeated until it can reach a proper orientation where it matches with one of the 20 possibilities.